Hey everybody, Brent here from CustomChallenge with the first challenge video. This is Team Pig. This is a video for Achievement Hunter. The first Team Pig map I've suggested is Derby. It's a map I've made where one player stands up on a platform with a plasma pistol trying to disable the enemy team's vehicle, while the other player gets in the Warthog and tries to either push the enemy into one of the kill balls, the cannon in the middle, or the mines which spawn after a short amount of time. As for why I've decided to make Team Pig videos is because I've seen a lot of Achievement Horse and Achievement Pig videos, but I've never seen one where you guys actually work as a team. And I thought this would be an interesting concept, so I actually made 5 maps so that you can play a full game of Team Pig. The second map is called Shootout. Each team gets in their respective rocket hogs and they fire through the rocks and attempts to destroy the other team's warthog. There's teleporters at both sides so that the warthogs can move at full speed and continue moving in one direction. The rules are quite simply, you cannot stop. You can slow down and vary your speed at any rate you want, but you cannot fully stop moving, and you cannot get out of the vehicle once you have entered it. However, as you will see in this video, at one point my driver does get destroyed and killed, leaving me sitting motionless. Since I cannot get out of the vehicle, I am forced to continue shooting through the rocks while the enemy continues driving. This, as it turns out, gave me a slight advantage, which is why I say that you cannot actually stop moving on your own. This video took a little while to let us get used to shooting through the rocks, and it goes on for a little bit, and it's pretty fun, though. I'll let this video roll until the next one reaches the end. That's about right there that you saw that my driver got killed, and here I have to start shooting through the rocks. I was lucky enough that my Warthog turned. Here's double speed, speed things up a little bit. And I was lucky that my Warthog turn made me a slightly smaller target. The opponent in all of these videos is a good friend of mine. I referenced him in a video I made earlier. The guests are actually just, well, the other 2 players are actually just guests on our own consoles. So we actually just had other controllers plugged in. This is Slugfest. Quite simply, you have to use gravity hammers to knock the other team off the platform. Once they get knocked off, there's a teleporter underneath that transports them to a viewing area, which I will show you later. To mix things up, after about a minute, some man cannons will appear in the field, right there, which all have just enough power to knock a player off the field. The gravity hammers have unlimited ammo, and you are invincible. This is a view from the viewing area. As you can see, our 2 guests were both, knocked off and watching. I heard from them that it's as entertaining as it is, it can get slightly boring up here, since you really can't do anything. Except, cheer each other on. There they are. Here's a funny moment coming up right here. Yeah. Apparently he didn't know how that map worked. So this is Bowling Bomb. Yep, Bowling Bomb. How this works is the 2 teams are split up. 1 player is up at the top and 1 player is down at the bottom. The teams are actually kind of cross to each other, so the red player at the top is rolling balls down towards the blue player, which they can stick with sticky detonators, and their job is to attempt to kill the player down below. The job of the players below is to avoid getting killed. In this video, however, it doesn't appear that our guests are doing much of anything because our guests have actually left. So we kind of have to go back and forth and control them ourselves in an attempt to play, but after a while we focused entirely on offense. Except right here, of course, where I have to move the guy back. I didn't want to be pushed off the edge. That would just be too easy now, wouldn't it? Sorry for the weird quality of the lighting. I didn't realize the capture brightness was on a little too high on my camera, and I didn't feel like going back and refilming this. There we go. I got a kill. Let's watch that over and over and over, I guess. I thought I was going to edit that out, but I guess I'll just leave that in. The point of having multiple balls is so that the other player doesn't realize which one he has to avoid. This is Team Pig Skirmish. What you have to do is one player drives the Mongoose while the other player rides the Mongoose. The passenger has a bolt shot, which they have to use to try and kill the other team. Again, this is a little tricky because our guests, like I have said, have left. And we are both using two separate controllers, obviously, trying to drive and shoot at the same time. You may notice that I was getting the hang of it a little bit there. Of course, you don't actually have to do that yourself. You don't have to control both controllers. That's why it's called Team Pig. You know, find a teammate that you trust as much as you can, I guess, and work together to win. These videos were, well, these matches were a little awkward. As I said, we're both trying to control two controllers, and I really liked the concept when I thought of it of Team Pig to try and mix things up a little bit. I'm actually kind of hoping that more people will start to make Team Pig maps, and maybe that can be a new thing every now and then. You guys work as a team. Again, you can't change seats. However, as you see here, his Mongoose, flipped over, and he has to get back in. I guess if your Mongoose flipped over and you end up changing seats, you can decide whether or not that's acceptable. The map is really, easy and straightforward. It's symmetrical in just about every way I could make it. So the goal, of course, is to, focus. What are you going to try and do? Are you going to try and play it evasive and try to avoid being shot, or are you going to go on the offensive and chase down the enemy? Play it your way there, I guess. So, in all of these videos, I'm playing as the red team, while my friend is playing as the blue team. And I know there's no audio, there's no game audio, but the quality of that I did not like, so I actually cut that out. So, just happens that how it goes. That was me clapping. That sounded a little strange out over the audio. Again, I've submitted all 5 maps so that you could play a full episode of Team Pig. As you saw there, my gunner died and I can't shoot back. So I decided to just drive away. At which point I realized that, since he's trying to use 2 controls and now I can focus on driving, it's a little too awkward for him to chase me down. And we need evidence of this video being completed. So I started trying to make it kind of easy on him, Drive past in front of him so he can focus on shooting. As you can see here, I'm just letting him shoot me. Apparently, I had to tell him about the burst fire method. Yeah. I didn't know that he didn't know about that. He doesn't play Halo too much. Anyway, this is Brent from CustomChallenge. These have been my suggestions for Team Pig for Achievement Hunter. Please put team suggestions in the comments below.